when it comes to lip styles, you want to consider a few things. What were you born with, first? You have to analyze, you have to work with what you've got. And not everybody's face wants the same shape. There's so many types of lip, and they've categorized them into 7 different types, and they've given them names like Hollywood and Cupid's bow and all kinds of names. In reality, you've got to kind of have an idea of what style would look good on your face. And then, do you want to get back the lips you had when you were young? You will have more lip volume. Or do you want to get a size and a shape that you never had before? Maybe you never had large, luscious lips, now you want. Or maybe you had larger lips, they've deflated with age, and you just want to restore back to that. It's helpful to know, and it's helpful to look at old pictures and bring them with. And then we can plan and discuss as well. So what are the different styles of lip? Well, bottom lip larger is the classic. Is the absolute classic. If you don't really know what you want, this is the one that kind of fits for most women. And it's based on the phi ratio, PHI, which is 1.6 to 1. That ratio of 1 to 1.6 is a classic ratio of lip. It's a classic ratio of width of eyes to width of face. It's a classic ratio of lower part of face to mid part of face. There's all kinds of ratios if you divide it up. But the lip's essentially a little bit bigger at the bottom. It's difficult to overdo a bottom lip, but you can put in the lower lip a fair bit of filler, and it usually looks luscious and pouty and fun. Beware if you do upper lip larger. Not all faces can handle it. We went from lower lip smaller to lower lip bigger. But not much bigger, just a little bit bigger. Quite a nice effect. You know, nothing wrong with the lips, but you can see it was upper lip dominant and not looking super pouty. And there are upper lip dominant, which is overdone for effect. So this is the top lip larger classic, and you can see it's not for everybody. There are people born like that look great, and there are people that create it and they do it for fun, and there's a calling for it. Upper lip larger, perfectly natural and normal, and quite common amongst African Americans and Africans generally. Upper lip larger. Doesn't look out of place, looks absolutely fine. Now look at some Asian lips. Lower lip larger, well-known actor. And I looked through and I found, like, who would be the most popular Chinese epitomes of beauty. So I went to Miss Universe, Miss World, etc. Women have won prizes for their accolades. So you can see that one is a completely different lip to that one. Both on a Chinese face, on an Asian face, will look totally appropriate and gorgeous. That's more of an Audrey Hepburn sort of look. She looks more like Audrey Hepburn. Whereas this more of an Angelina Jolie sort of look, with the lower lip out, and even the 2 bumps of the lower lip. Looks great on men. So there's the classic Cupid's bow over there. Some people like that, and some people prefer the more just general. The Hollywood lip is the opposite. The classic Hollywood movie star lip, where it's straight across there and it goes out more even. Think of Cindy Crawford, in which she doesn't smile. When she smiles, it goes straight, but Cindy Crawford it does. Bottom lip rolled over. There's calling for it. I see shades people don't like it. Well, there's many that like that. And you can see the bottom lip is double the top lip. Top and bottom equal. This is what I meant more about the Hollywood lip, where not much Cupid bow, but more around. Probably also the Valentines or the Rocky Horror Picture Show sort of look. You know, there's a particular look. Top lip less defined. Just because you have less definition of the top lip doesn't mean you have to worry about it. In many cases, it looks beautiful, looks fine. I mean, I would have said, well, let's go put a little bit of filler here in that top lip border, a tiny amount of rest lane fine lines, a quarter of a vial, just along the edge to define it, but it'll make it more prominent. and she's born with a lower lip prominent glossy and looks fantastic. This is just general volume. We volumized generally for this lady, and you can see we gave a little bit of volume for both upper and lower. We maintained the same ratio. We gave a little bit of gloss.